Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a day. First of all, thank you, everybody who stayed here. It's been a very impressive event up until now, I must say. I'm very, very interested by many of the talks that we had here today. My name is Aviel, Sela. I'm from the Israeli Fintech Center. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's an honor to be here. I want to give a big thank you for Stefan, head of the Fintech Moldova. I had the honor to meet him online a few months ago, and we had a great webinar together with the Moldovan Fintech and Israeli Fintech about open banking. Open banking in Israel have grown rapidly in the past couple of years, especially now in the past year. We've passed some interesting regulations, and it was a very successful. So I'm very happy to be here. It's my first time in Moldova. Thank you, everybody. I'll show you a little bit about the Israeli fintech ecosystem. Much of the talks and the panels today, I've actually heard same ideas, same issues that arose in the past years. In Israel, we've attacked them as well, we've issued them as well, and some of the issues that was raised here actually pretty new. So I'm learning, and I'll show you a little bit about the fintech ecosystem in Israel. So Israeli Fintech Center is an NGO. Over 700 active fintech companies operate in Israel. We have top global companies in Israel basically a lot of R&D is based in Israel. And we have some Citi, HSBC, JP Morgan, UBS. And we also have a strong VCs and investments in the Israeli ecosystem. Israeli fintech system is basically trying to find all the right players together, from the government to big companies, local companies, to startups, high-techs, regulators, and also academia. We've produced, the Israeli fintech ecosystem has produced over 20 unicorns, some from Payoneer, Next, eToro, Melio, Amdex, Pagaya, and more. A lot of them are members and active members as well, strategic partners who help push forward the ecosystem, the players within their ecosystem, so that the local banks could easily connect with the startups. This is a little bit of a snapshot about the sector. So we have you can see 24% in trading and investing, 20% in payments, anti-fraud, risk compliance, and insurtech, and a lot of lending and financing as well. The buy now, pay later has raised again in Israel in the past couple of years. And we also have, you can see the fintech company stage as well. From bootstrap, we've known to have like a little bit military style combat, a way of approaching some of the head-on, just target head-on multiple subjects. So that why you can see 3 to 5 task force together of people working together, sometimes bootstrap for a long time, enabling really to work towards raising some revenue, and then going to even sometimes directly from bootstrap to seed and so on. This is a little bit of map. You can see from crypto, banking, embedded finance. By the way, this is also available online on our website, fintechisrael.org. From insurtech, trading, investing, lending, finance, payments, multiple companies as well. And I would like to talk to you a little bit about the challenges. One of the biggest challenges in Israel that fintech companies tends to go almost directly outside Israel. That's due to a lot of regulations, a lot of banking that tends to, on one hand, try to keep as much as possible mostly organized within the banks in Israel to make sure that they keep the public safe, right? Whether if it's investments, whether if it's payment, lending, and so on, to try to make sure that everything is well organized. Whereas you can see the fintechs are trying to push forward to implement new strategies, new solutions. So we have an inadequate structure of financial regulatory system, as I mentioned, political cloud in legacy players, and low level of financial inclusions in several market solutions. Segments such as senior citizens, Arab minorities, small and medium enterprises that I've seen here being addressed as well. So that's why fintech startups needed for earlier international outreach compared with other sectors, lack of comprehensive and national program to expose the industries globally. A little bit about the Israeli Fintech Center. So as I mentioned, an NGO in the past 10 years, and our goal is basically to bring Israel as a global leader in fintech. Our goal is to work with as many fintech organizations as possible, to have cooperations with fintech organizations worldwide, to help delegations coming over from abroad towards Israel, share our experience and how we build the ecosystem. I can tell you, I've been a executive board member in the past 4 years. We have grown drastically in the past 4 years, 5 years, not just thanks to me, but it turns out about 8 years ago, we were about a group of about 30, 20 people. Now we're over 60 people in the organization, from advisory board to people from really all the spectrum of the financial sector. And we're always trying to find a way to help within the state, and also to learn from other organizations worldwide, and to see how we can share also information. That's why we also have courses. We have 2 or 3 years, we have courses about fintechs. We always invite people from abroad, other organizations to speak, so we can enhance and share information and things we've learned from our experience with other organizations as well. And hopefully we can do that with Moldova as well. We see in Moldova a big friend, a potential to learn a lot from, and I'm sure we can also maybe offer some of our experience, especially in the open banking that we've passed in the past year. So we are always very, very happy to be addressed by different companies and advisors, startups, entrepreneurs, so we can share our experience. We can host delegations. If you're interested in delegations coming over to Israel, we are more than happy not just to help organize the stay, but also organize meetings sometimes with financial institutions, sometimes with governmental personnel, and sometimes with companies, startups, and so on. Well, a little bit about the community itself. Over 4,000 people in our ecosystem. As I mentioned, from startups, insurtech companies, regulators, and academia, and so on, and over 200 members in our community, advisory board, and over 35 signed MOUs, as I mentioned. Let's see. This is a little bit from our seminar, webinars, and events that we host in Israel. You can see from Technology for Credit Conference to Digital Currency, CDBC. We have also delegations. You can see here in the picture, in the middle, that's Mr. I don't know if that works. No, but that's Mr. Shmulik Ben-Tovim. That's our president, and he is the founder of the Israeli Fintech Center. He had the foresight, just as our friend Stefan, to see that an organization that really joins all the players together can really benefit all the players. And once the ecosystem is working together, everyone's a winner. Everyone's benefiting from that. This is a little bit about our map of our MOUs. We have a meeting with the financial regulators in Dubai just recently, and an MOU with the Bahrain and Marrakesh. That's Shmulik. Sometimes we even make sure that some of the banking and government offices are also attending. So we try to really promote and see how we can always enhance our cooperation. This is a little bit of our executive board. Happy to say that we are about 50-50 with male and female, so we have all the aspects as well. And this is our advisory board, consists from many people from the financial, government, as well industry. Last topic, which is really interesting. About a year and a half ago, we won a tender, a governmental public tender that basically is a joint venture from the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Economic and Industry, the Bank of Israel, and the Innovation Authority and the Israeli Security and Authority as well, all together. So up until that point, we were just an NGO working solely, but about a year and a half ago, we won this public tender, and now the government itself is also promoting as much as possible academia, courses, webinars, seminar, events. That shows the interest that Israel government has as well to keep pushing, promoting fintech. That is part also from a lot of the team that you see here, the executive board members and the advisory board who saw the advantages and then the benefits that with one big organization that handles the ecosystem, everybody could benefit, from startups from also minority. Almost every sector could benefit from it. And the future, our vision to launch, we have some major key points in our vision. First of all, to help grow our community and host more and more delegations, have more webinars. Hopefully we'll have another webinar with Moldova, and it will be as successful, if not more, than last time. We had over 100 people join us in our webinar. We had esteemed people from Moldova as well, and from Israel speaking together. So our role, we really hope to focus more also about Cyber Week, EcoMotion, attract to Tel Aviv, and keep looking at Tel Aviv as the #1 fintech destination. Hopefully we can always aim for that. Establish an international fintech incubator in Israel. We see a lot of added value when we see people coming from abroad to host together not just the potential business aspect, but also the learning aspect of it. So when we join forces with people from abroad, from other organizations, it enhances duplicately. That's it. That's my time. My name is Aviel. I was happy to be here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for staying. That's my WhatsApp, email, phone number. Please feel free to contact us if you're interested about more topics in Israel, financial topics. If you're interested in connections to Israeli companies, please feel free to contact me. Many companies are more than happy to have connections with abroad companies, startups, entrepreneurs. Please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.